In other words, Jack, I want you to find out every piece of information they have. That planet is untapped gold.
Well, then we're the men for you. Of course. I say, looking at the three women.
If you wish to take something to the colony that may not be exactly legal, I do have a friend that may need of your help.
Yeah, that'll be fine. B2, beam it up to the manifest.
B2 takes the
when it arrives.
Yeah.
You've got a deal, Aoife.
He reaches out to shake your hand.
I grab it back.
It's
Has he had a sip of his drink yet?
Well, not yet, no.
Okay, then I still won't have one of mine.
He sits back and goes, well then, I believe our business is done here. There's one more thing. What about the, well, coordinates you're offering?
Well, I say, cracking my knuckles. I would like to roll negotiations over the course of
Can I do it this time, please?
You can see him go, he's a bit, for some apparent reason, he's apprehensive. He's like, I tell you what, we will make a deal here and now, but I'm starting to wonder. You see, there's been reports that another clan found a Mandalorian ship, and to have two suddenly appear at once.
What's the roll to spot if someone is lying?
Perception.
I think it's perception, yeah. Corey, you can tell he's being completely truthful right now.
Would I know what the rules are? Is it first come, first serve? Do we have rights to that ship?
First come, first served.
Yeah, essentially it is. Essentially what he's telling you is somebody's giving out these coordinates.
Well, I'm gonna straight up tell him then. We were the ones that found and cleared out that ship first, and we can prove it. Not only did Jack just show you footage, but there's marks that we've been all over that ship first. So, if they're trying to lay claim, they're basically trying to steal our profit.
Well,
excuse me, I mean your future profit.
He's gonna stroke his chin. He's like, it is in the Republic sector, so it is scavengers' rights. Of course, that does not mean those idiots are not gonna try to take what's mine.
If they do, then I'm sure that Jack and the others will agree that we'll be willing to back you up on this.
That being said, you know how they got such information, Jack?
That's the curious
part,
part, isn't it?
Not that I don't trust you, but you're not trying to double deal me now, are you? He shrugs his... We already found out that another rival clan has gotten hold of information somehow. They're not letting know where, and my spies can't find out. Somebody just sent them a message.
I'm gonna take out the cloak of one of the wrecker leaders and show it to him and go, it's probably these guys, we dealt with them. They were working as mercs.
I know the mercs. The issue that I'm having is that these people are not even paying one giving the information to them. If there was, I could track where the money went. But there's nothing.
But you
all you have to contend with is whatever paltry ships they gather round there. But I'm sure you could persuade to leave.
I hope so. So, how much of this are you willing to give me? I would have to defend it from scavengers, but as a rightful owner and finder, you're agreed to sell parts of it if you wish.
Well, because we're such good friends, and I know it's cut my own throat here. Call it 15%.
If you want a percentage, you understand I won't be able to give you something until I find out what it's like over there, right?
Speaking of which,
I reach out my hand.
you should know there is a minefield out there. However, since we went through it, I'm sure that Jack will give you the coordinates since you're friends.
Also, since we've shaken on it, agreed on a 15% profit, I'll just give him all the information.
He
That's
nods.
just going to be a steady trickle of money for the rest of the campaign, that is.
Yep. Nice little trickle of money. Every time he sells something. Of course, you will now never know what you could have got from the Mandalorians.
Yep.
Yeah, but, you know, I like to do right by my friends.
Speaking of which, where's the dot at on the Grandad tracker?
Now, would you like to roll Underworld for me?
I don't
Right.
know what.
As you look at the dot, you find it unmoving and in a complex of a Hutt clan.
Uh-oh.
It's within the
B2.
Hutt clan of a rather old Hutt clan. And you know how it is. For Godfather style, it's rather up there. This is a Vazak clan.
Jack, how disappointed are you in
Zach.
your grandfather right now?
Yeah. Well, it's
Not
pronounced
at all.
Zaki. But
Well-
Zach.
B29 leans over to sort of Jack and shows him the data pad. Your grandfather is in the
You
Bazak
get-
clan. Over the comms.
You get no reaction up and like a slight raise of eyebrows before
Sure, yeah.
Jack gestures you to put the thing away and continues to make his goodbyes as he glides out. Good. Right. We'll get Tizzer and... Oh, there you are. Right.
This is just
Cora
chilling in
then.
the lounge. Is something the matter, Jack?
Yeah. I think my granddad's got into some trouble with a rival clan. I'm gonna go bust him out. I'm not gonna order you to join me, but I'd be happy if you did.
Don't be silly. What are friends for?
Apparently
Thanks,
busting
Tiz.
into Hutt facility.
Hey,
That
Ash.
man, he was the only
Thank you.
man who
Wow.
suggested upgrades for me. We'll have to get
Did
him out of
Cora
there.
get a whiff of that conversation, or...
I told someone to get Cora. I assume someone will while I'm gearing up.
So Jack, is it safe to assume that the one that told the Hutts about that ship and didn't get paid is your grandfather?
I have no idea, but I know he's in trouble, and I'm not leaving him there.
I did not suggest any such thing. I'm more thinking, your friend Ifo, wouldn't he be able to back us up on this? I mean, it sounds like those Hutts are doing some shady stuff. How exactly does Hutt politics work?
Behind closed doors, you wouldn't be able to do anything out in the open without risking a gang war,
Oh,
which is why I am not going to tell him about this.
so what you're telling me is we're all on our own against a Hutt clan right now.
Yeah.
Cool, let's go. I'm gonna make sure my hair is neat and tight and tucked in my clothes so nobody sees it.
At this point,
So,
Big
you're
I
heading
am.
to the Hutt compound, are you?
Yep.
We are heading towards the Hutt compound.
Also,
how
we're
you
just
getting
gonna
there?
attempt
Plan.
Luke Skywalker, this motherfucker.
also
How
just
you
so we're
getting in?
clear, Jack, you owe me again.
Now, the Hutt compound that we're talking about seems to be in a like a retreat sort of area. There's no there's no like turrets or anything like that. It's like a small base type area.
Yash.
Hmm?
Is there a maintenance shaft I can check Grandpa in?
No, it's not that big. There seems to be like a skylight there and everything.
No, dude, I was literally making
How-
a joke of how every
Yeah,
member
yeah,
of the
yeah.
Dibler family is gonna end up in a
Now,
shaft
how
somewhere.
are you getting that? Are you taking your ship or what?
Probably not.
Sorry, give me a quick little run through of it one more time and I'll make a plan.
It's a small little compound. It's no turrets. It's like a vacation type spot. There seems to be a small little lake in the area, actual grass for once. It's on like a steel platform, of course, and raised up, but otherwise it's one of the nicer parts in Ashadar. There's like a garden.
Well, we're gonna go towards the outskirts, make sure everything's parked up safely, and then we're gonna attempt to sneak in. Anyone that gets in our way, you have my free reign to blast them.
Alright, roll sneaking.
Yep, sneaking sounds
all of
good
us.
to
Do
me.
you want us to roll like one stealth group or one each? Or how
One
do you want it?
as a stealth group.
I'm
Okay,
gonna assume that's probably my strength. I think I have that trained.
By the way, how many of you have stealth trained?
Oh, it's
Not
not
me.
trained, but I have a yellow dice in it.
That means it's trained.
Yeah.
That
means you're
means it's
trained.
trained? Okay, I'm trained in it.
I am not.
I am not.
Wait, what are we training?
Stealth.
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 Hello?
Stealth. Hello?
Oh,
Stealth.
that works.
Sibby, can you hear us?
Yep.
There we go. But it's been rolled, so it doesn't matter now.
Triumph.
Now, Cora, though wasn't most stealthy before, suddenly she is like the night
No, that's
itself.
Tyser. That's not me.
No, that was you. Oh, that was Tyser.
Yeah, that's Tyser.
Yep.
I didn't roll.
Okay.
This is actually trained himself.
You can see, even before, like, you make it towards a corner, she just stops you. Lets what looks to be a servant pass, and then you all just move around the corner to side entrance.
I imagine
Seems like
your version of stealth is much more sauntering in casually than actually being stealthy.
Yeah.
You know, plain sight.
Astrid's
No, but-
actually tied tea towels around my feet so they don't make a loud clunking. So-
Now, the side entrance leads into what appears to be a kitchen. There seems to be like a cook there, but he's got like what seems to be headphones on, and he's like,
As we're
He's like a-
sneaking past, I
like
wanna
a-
steal some food.
He seems to be like he's got like tentacles. He's a Quesh. He's got tentacles down there. He's got a chef's hat on.
Can I steal some snacks?
You can try skullduggery to steal snacks.
Okay, as we're passing by, I'm gonna try to steal some snacks. Fuck. Well, I didn't fail, so that's
Rip.
good.
Didn't
Alright.
succeed either.
As you try to go for snacks, you see the guy's hand come around and pick up what you were about to pick up and toss in the pot.
Damn it. Fucker.
And Tizza, lead the way.
And
So-
the next door seems to lead into the main
not
hall,
going.
where the dot is located.
Scouting around the room, just trying to find like the area he is.
No, it's a large open room. You can tell that, but you would have to physically open a door and get in there in order to see.
Oh,
it.
okay.
And
Right,
there's no cover.
Let's start as we mean to go on. Astrid, you're at the front.
Jesus, are we just about to storm an entire hut plan?
We're about to storm an entire hut camp. The
Um,
lesson you learn is don't fuck with my family. I'm already a terrorist.
Just to be
This doesn't
safe,
faze
because I'm not sure what to expect on the other side. Ash, I'd like to prepare one of my fire grenades in case we need some crowd control.
Okay.
See, this is where it's going to be a party that's just got drunk and passed out. I'm entirely aware of that out of character.
He's given like you 2 speeder bikes. He's like, you know, it was a nice little gift. We could just leave him.
No, out of character, he's just passed out drunk at a party. In character, he's at a hut thing, and therefore this is the only reasonable response. I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for it. So Astrid, get there as Ivo has a fucking flame grenade in one hand.
I have it prepared, I'm not throwing it yet.
Let's do this shit. Go on, Ash. Fuck me.
Right. So you bust in, do you?
Yep. Boot first, let's go.
That's me out of character saying it. Amanda,
I don't.
you have no reason to suspect it's a party. That's the door then.
Hashtag
Yeah,
boots
I
to
am.
doors.
I'm kicking down the door, but
Wait,
Right.
wait.
still
Back up.
out
Can you
of
kick down the
character,
door
like,
though?
Shh, children. So you bust down the door.
I'm Adam.
Hashtag boots to doors.
As you bust open the door, you see like the people jump and all the servers are sitting around, and you just see like an old man on his back, shirtless, his robotic arm pouring what seems to be alcohol into his mouth,
I'm not angry.
Son
I'm
of
a
a bitch.
terrorist.
and what appears to be a hut looking rather confused towards you.
Theseus looks at the scene. Well, what she can see of the scene, and just. Well, I guess we had it wrong. And then just turns around and walks out the door.
I would like to bluff this off because, think fast on my feet. And I'm gonna march up him angrily and go, "What will she ever do with you? Give me a hand here."
Right, I'm gonna put my grenade away and go help Jack and like, honestly, Granddad, this is so unlike you.
I'm also gonna help
The hut looks rather confused. He looks like an old hut, by the way.
Is this a
I look
he's
portion?
actually-
so my apologies,
he's getting-
Ancient One.
He's getting skinny, like in his old age. His eyes are pure yellow. He's smoking his like. He like says,
I'll
it's like,
look at him and
you- it's like-
Hutties just say, my apologies, Ancient One. He's required back at home. I say in a harsher tone, which to everyone else just sounds like, "Hello, booyah, wonga."
You wanna wonga?
he nods. He's like, "Oh, Majima." In other words, he's saying it's like, "Oh, you can respect that." It's like, tell him it was good to see him again.
And then I'll do the sort of elaborate bow and off we fuck.
So, Jack's granddad is just casually friends with one of the most ancient and powerful Hutt clans in existence.
I mean, you say that, but I'm also casually friends with a Hutt. Just seems to be a family trait.
Yeah, but yours is slightly less powerful.
That's because I met mine at school.
Wait, what? Seriously?
Yeah.
If it was a pilot.
Okay.
A shit pilot, but he got there on money rather than skill.
Yeah, but my noises earlier weren't anger. It was just like, oh shit, oh no. I was super embarrassed.
I can just picture like Astrid standing there, just like awkwardly, extremely out of place. It's like,
I mean, this is Astrid.
Ash,
She doesn't
I
give a
was
shit.
very prepared out of character for what that actually was, but in character there was only one reasonable thing to do.
I was not prepared for that out of character. I thought we were going to die.
I thought for
okay.
sure Grandpa was trying to cut a deal
I
and they
was
cut
not until
Grandpa
you
down.
said something.
Caesar's only reaction
I
was just,
knew
was
that's
just-
how this was gonna go for a while now.
I mean, is it,
Kind of why I wanted that thing on him. I wanted to see where he ended up.
I mean, yeah, like Caesar's only reaction was like, yeah, I'm out of here. Bye.
Ash, I pay attention. Love me like the other GM.
Now you've got to. Now you have to remember, this is his grandfather, and he is a Dibler, so of course he was going to be shit-faced drunk for her.
Well, Jack, on the upside, at least now we know that your grandpa's not in danger and he's not the one that sold that information to a Hutt clan.
By the way, as you say that, you hear. He's trying to pull the bottle back to his face as you're
I'm
dragging
gonna
him along.
fireman carry Grandpa Jason Dibler.
By the way, as he's trying to bring the bottle to his mouth, I'm gonna stop him and say, if you want more, you're gonna have to let me have your bike.
He's like swiping at you, but completely, he just whiffs it and it just flops onto Astrid's shoulder like, ugh.
Okay, Astrid, we'll put him down in over here on the
Put
couch.
him down, I reach for my gun. I'm joking.
Jesus.
By the way, I can imagine that as Astrid attempting to actually tell a joke, but to Mandalorianese, she sounded completely fucking serious.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I say that basically as a joke. I sound dead serious because, well, a Mandalorian would realize I was telling a joke. But
Jack, very poor choice of words.
put him down. Put him down. I reach for my gun as a joke.
Astrid, you see my hand is on my gun.
What? I just kind of
We
look at you
discussed
and tilt my
this.
head. I just kind of look at you and tilt my head like, man, you don't understand Mandalorian humor, do you? I just shake my head and continue walking, as
We
if
had
I
this
would
conversation
actually
the last
shoot your
time you made
grandpa.
a joke.
You're not allowed to make jokes.
Why are you
say
trying to get a
so?
sense that the bar fight where I met Astrid was actually precipitated by one of Astrid's jokes?
Knock
Probably.
knock. Who's there? Give me all your money, you fucking.
To be fair, Jack. To be fair, Jack, you can't really blame her for her reaction. I mean, last time you put anybody down, it was in front of your mother, remember?
A
I give you like the most shitty look.
So you've
A
put,
look that screams "fuck you."
so you have put Grandpa down on the floor, have you?
I
I'll put him
will.
on a couch.
Oh,
I
you put him
will
on a red couch.
lightly- I will
Yeah.
lightly
No,
deposit
not on our
him.
ship. We're just gonna leave him in the heart place.
Oh, okay, he's like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna lightly put him on a couch because I recognize that fleshy meat people are very more delicate.
by the way, before you go, Astrid, he actually grabs hold of your wrist and tries to bring you closer, like, right up to him.
I allow this.
Even through your suit, you can just smell the alcohol from him. He's like, look, listen. He's like, searching around, and he's like, trying to search for his jacket. He's like, it's gone. Oh. Reaches into, like, his pants pocket and takes something out and puts it in your hand. He's like, you're a good girl. Taps aside your head. Look after him. And then just...
Let
What
me
the heck
guess,
did he
20
give-
credits.
What did he give me?
He basically gave you 10 credits and what looks to be a ring.
Incidentally, 10 credits is probably the proper price for a lap dance.
Actually, because specifically, Jack told her not to make any more jokes. She's gonna jokingly propose to him. she's just gonna
I want
pocket
you-
the 10 credits, and then I'm just gonna get down on one knee and put it with the ring.
Now, hang on a minute. What I want is for you to roll deception in order to try and make this joke.
And also
that'll
roll
be-
pay it out.
That
That'll
makes
be
sense.
And I want, add one red. You have to have one red and one purple in order to make this joke.
Aw, man, I
But
just
he's
wanna
drunk, doesn't she get advantage?
No, I'm
No, to
proposing
Jack.
to
So, yeah.
Jack.
Wait, no. Isn't it? Wait, shouldn't this be an opposed
No.
check?
Yes.
Now, this is...
All right, wait. Let me roleplay
That's-
it out.
that's
Let
how-
me roleplay it out.
It was how good she was at doing it. Carry on.
Let me roleplay it out. So I get the credits and the ring, and I just kind of, you can't see it because I'm wearing my helmet, but I just kind of get like a side glance, Jack. I then stand up, and I just kind of like drop the 10 credits in my pocket before I say, Jack, I know this has been a tough night for you, but and then I just get down on my knee and produce him with the ring. Hey, your grandpa thinks we should get married. Hey.
Now, because that roll, by the way, now, do you want to try doing a perception check, Jack, to see if she's joking? Because if
I
not,
will.
you completely believe that she's
The way you were phrasing that, I was like, I get down on one knee and present the ring. Go, oh, you found a ring, did you? Just doesn't even cross the mind.
It's
Yeah.
just like, will
She's
you marry
100%.
me? Oh,
She is 100% convincing.
she wants to marry you.
And I choose to not roll perception because I want to believe that this ship is happening.
By the way, as you do that, you hear like clapping from the side, like, and you just see these servants are like clapping, going, "Oh my god, this is so amazing!"
Oh no, it's not just them. Kora's clapping too, and she's actually hyping the event up, making it even worse for Jack.
Drawn by the clapping, the ancient hut like crawls out, and he's like, "Oh my hero!" Like he's celebrating you, and he's like, "Oh, officialize it! Oh my!"
You
Somebody
can't see,
brought a
but I
light
have
side
the
point.
biggest shitty
Hey,
grin
hey,
on
Ash?
my face right
Yes.
I look around, take a step back, like mildly panicked, notice people are clapping, notice the hut coming in. I looked panically to either side, reach into my smuggler's coat and pocket sand.
now. You
I
can't
throw-
pocket
I throw,
sand me.
I throw essentially a fucking ninja-like smoke bomb at the ground and just start running.
So Jack is just poof, running
Shut up.
away.
I immediately start chasing him like, you can't outrun our love.
By the way, the hut is like,
Pocket sand doesn't work on
It's,
me,
uh,
bitch,
it's
I'm
like-
wearing a helmet.
he's like, he talks to the rest of you. Who's still here. Go, tell them I'm happy to see the married couple. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You can't outrun our love.
Ash,
Hey,
can I tell that she's
Amanda.
joking with that roll?
Roll
No.
perception.
Would you like
Nope.
athletics?
Even with two
Uh,
advantages?
Would you like athletics or coordination for the running?
Depends on how you're trying to lose her. Are you parkouring
I'm
it
trying
or
to duck through crowds and
then
use all my
coordination?
Okay, I assume you're just gonna power sprint after me with athletics.
Just fucking
Get
rhino
you.
charge. Boom, 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 boom.
You can't outrun
Running.
our love.
Nope.
You can't outrun our love. Oh no, wait, put the
Ashton
red
fucking
dice.
tackles you to the ground.
You can't.
May I spend my advantages to slide out of my smuggler's coat?
You can,
Rolling.
yes.
Use a light side point.
No, wait. I use a light side point to grab him.
God, no.
Holy flip. For fuck's sake. That's not what they're supposed to be spent on, you fucking twits.
I'm just grabbed. My arms are around his neck now, and I'm just laying on his back, and I just like hold the ring up to his face. I'm like, you can't outrun our love.
I look around and you can see me forming first the words Astrid, and then seeing the situation, forming the words Rivik, then remembering, and then looking around panically, trying to
Rivik,
think.
help! No, he's not here.
Normally be Astrid, help! Except Astrid's not doing it, so it's Rivik, help! Oh shit,
He's
he's not.
not.
Fuck.
Looks like you're all on your own.
Cora's
In
not gonna
which-
do anything.
You hear the only thing that escapes his lip is an almost Fenric-like levels of squeaky voice of Me too!
B2 just strides past. Love is a biological chemical delusion.
This is fucking great. I'm so glad I decided to do this.
By the way, since I'm part of the peanut gallery and everybody's super excited and shit,
Oh,
and they ran away so I can't enjoy the show anymore, I'm gonna take this opportunity to make some new contacts around the huts. Ooh, how about that?
Heck.
Teaser, you're Jack's only hope.
See if I can get on their good side.
B2 isn't gonna help you, man.
Look, Marcus, I need you to stop doing this right now.
Who's the groveling now one, bitch?
Cora, oh my god, you learn
Jack,
that
help me.
this is Ferris, Vazik, and he's the head of
me
a
out of
clan and an
character.
ancient hut, and he's literally like, he talks about how Jack is an old friend, and how they've been on hunting trips together in safari. So you get a bit friendly with him, and he's like, so how long have they been together?
Oh, they've been
They keep-
together for quite a while. They've been saving each other out there for as long as I've been on their ship at least. Their bond is very intimate.
Oh, just so we know that he is only speaking Huttese, but he's got a translator bot next to him, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just skipping. But yeah, he goes, oh, I see.
You know how it is, you get into a few dangerous situations, suddenly sparks fly, then you look at each other, and then you don't want to look away.
Make sure to tell that young man, I believe that is Jack, right?
Yes.
Tell him that his grandfather's favor that I owe him has moved to him.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind then.
He nods.
Speaking of which, you sure know how to throw great parties, so kudos for that.
Thank you. It is a specialty of mine in my old age. He's like, I should look after Jason.
Ah, yes, of
Do
course.
not worry.
Alright.
Thanks very much for your
Well-
hospitality tonight, you've been great.
It's like,
While this is happening, I'm just gonna put the ring on Jack's finger and just pick him up bridal style, and then
It's like-
just start walking out.
by the way, what is the name of that young Mandalorian?
Oh, her name's Astrid.
You gave her full name?
I don't know her full name, do I?
Yeah, you guys have been hanging out for ages. You all know each other's full names.
Oh, cool.
Alright. So yeah, it's like, oh, good. Oh, he searches around and he like finds something on his hand. He's wearing like huge rings, and he plucks what looks to be a small jewel off. He goes, wedding gift. He hands it to you. But before you leave, he looks at you, and though that stare, it is a stare of a proper mobster. He's like, make sure they get it.
Of course. I'm gonna smile at him friendly. I mean, it's not, it's in bad form to steal somebody's wedding gift after all. Come on.
He nods, and then his tongue comes back in. Now, back to the party. And he starts crawling back in.
I'm not gonna bother him anymore, but from one of his servant droids or something, can I get his information? I'm hoping that thanks to that tribe, we hit it off well enough with this event and all that.
Yeah.
That maybe later I can have him as a contact.
Yeah, you get contact information.
Nice. And I'm gonna chase after the lovebirds and give them their present. Dude, are you seeing this?
Come on, T-Rex! Fuck you, bitch!
Get on the building, collateral damage!
Fuck collateral damage, I'm an giant ass robot!